How's it going, everyone? It's Brandon here. I know it's been a while, but I'm back with a pretty much an update video. A lot has gone on since the last time that I've uploaded a video here. I hope you all have been well. I hope you all are staying healthy. Just doing the best you can and just stay positive, especially with everything that we're going through with our condition. So, just to give you guys a little bit of updates. Um, so about 2 years ago now, I actually dealt with another autoimmune condition called Guillain-Barré. Um, I I was very fortunate to be able to walk away from that with no, long-term issues that really affect me in such a way that I can't really function. But to make a long story short, for anyone who doesn't know what that is, basically it's a autoimmune condition where your body attacks your nerves, and ultimately what happens is you become unable to use your muscles, unable to use, your coordination and things like that. And so if you don't catch it in time and get treatment, it can be really, really bad. A lot of people don't really make it out, and I hate to say that, but it's just the reality of it. Um, it could get to a point to where it affects your breathing. Um, it could affect your heart and your other organs. So luckily, my wife was able to get me to the hospital in time. She saw that, I was declining over a period of about 2 weeks where I was unable to walk, I was unable to stand. Um, and I was just thinking it was something that would just go away. I initially went to the doctors the first time, and they told me, "Oh, it's just sciatica," and they gave me a prednisone pack and gave me muscle relaxers and told me to come back if it doesn't improve. So I guess over the course of maybe 1 week, things didn't get better. It got a lot worse for me. Um, I could tell that my breathing wasn't really normal. I could tell it was kind of labored. And so, in hindsight, that was really just my body um, telling me, hey, your breathing is being affected by this, autoimmune condition. And so, like I said, luckily I was able to get to the hospital and I was treated with 5 days of a treatment called IVIG. And man, that whole ordeal was something that I'll never forget. It was really, really tough mentally on me. I didn't know if I'd ever be the same again. Um, I was really, really down about everything. I couldn't really play with my son. Kept asking me why I can't, we play like we normally do, but it was just tearing me up inside. But thankfully, I was able to come out of that on the right side. The only lasting issues that I really have is from time to time I'll still get, random sharp nerve pains. I'll lose my balance every now and then, but it's nothing major to where I can't get around myself. I mean, I get around fine. I'm able to walk, run. I still go to the gym. I regained all of my strength back and pretty much regained all of my gym strength back to the point that it was at when I was previously not affected by it. So, I'm so thankful and grateful to be able to bounce back. It took about a year and a half to really recover from it fully. When I was in getting out of the hospital, I had to use a walker to get around. It was really, really bad. It was embarrassing. I just felt like I had to rely on everyone else just to take care of me, and I couldn't do anything for myself. And for anyone who knows me, I'm very independent. I like to do things on my own. I don't like to wait around on people to do things for me. I don't like asking for help. Um, I'll ask for help if it's really necessary, if I know I can't do something on my own. But that was just really, really hard for me to get through. But I'm so thankful that it's over. Um, just to give an update about my hidradenitis suppurativa, it's about the same. At times it really does flare up and it gets pretty bad. Right now I'm actually scheduled to see my dermatologist just to discuss some different treatment options, just to see if anything new is out there that could probably help me. I've had this condition for almost 20 years. I'm 37 now. I'll be 38 this year. And it's been a challenge. Luckily, it hasn't been to the point where it's debilitating for me, but it definitely changes a lot of things for me. I have to make a lot of adjustments in my day to day. At the last appointment that I had with my dermatologist, she noticed that my inflammation levels were creeping up from my previous visit. I want to say my inflammation levels were at about a 5. Forgive me, I can't remember the name of the actual test, but it's basically a procedure that measures the amount of inflammation in your body at any given time. So it was pretty elevated from what I've normally seen. So that just tells me that the hidradenitis is still active, and it's kind of ramping up a little bit, which is not something that I like. I've also really considered going to, Cosentyx, maybe just kind of taking a second look at it. I really don't want to do that simply because with my history of having Guillain-Barré, I don't want to take any kind of medication that's going to trigger that again. And I don't want to take that medication and have it present me with a whole nother issue. There's a lot of different side effects that I've read up on when it comes to these medicines like Cosentyx and Humira. They cause a lot of GI issues that can trigger, bowel issues that can cause cancer and things like that, which is something that I'm just making a note of, and I'm kind of wary of it. But again, at the same time, those medications have really helped a lot of people. So I'm really just on the fence about it. I'm just trying to take my time and just weigh out all the options, and to kind of expand on what I've been going through on a day-to-day when it comes to the hidradenitis suppurativa. As I said, my inflammation levels are really high at this point. They've been high for about a couple years now. And so with that being said, on a day-to-day, I'm really in a lot of pain, and most of that pain is in my joints, specifically my hands, my fingers, major joints like my elbows, my knees. Sometimes I feel it on the sides of my hips as well, lower back at times, definitely in my shoulders. So I've had numerous tests done over the past couple years, and I've been told that my iron was low. So I've been supplementing with my iron as well since I've learned that, which was about 2 to 3 years ago. I've also learned that my vitamin D was low as well. It was actually very low. It was about 20. So they put me on about a 50,000, forgive me, I think it's called IU dose of it for about 6 to 7 weeks, if I can recall. I did notice an improvement in my symptoms as far as the stiffness and joint pain. After that dose was over, I was told to supplement with, 1,000 IUs of vitamin D every day, and I've been doing that. But honestly, I really don't feel as good as I felt when I took the higher dose. Initially, the plan was for me to take that higher dose of vitamin D just to get me back to baseline. But honestly, I really think that I'm still low, and that's another thing that I'm going to bring up to my dermatologist as well. My main thing is I just want to pinpoint where the inflammation and where the joint pain is originating from. I know HS causes joint pain, but with me having the low iron and the low vitamin D, those things cause joint pain as well. So that's really what I really want to get to the bottom of, because that's going to help me determine if I'm going to want to take Cosentyx or not. If my joint pain and everything is completely unrelated to HS, then I'm obviously not going to even touch Cosentyx at all. I'm just going to try to, you know, correct my iron and my vitamin D first. But, you know, I'm just going to keep plugging along, trying to stay positive. I know I'm not the only one out here dealing with that. So it's just great to know that other people know how you feel. Other people know exactly what you're going through. And so I just wanted to come back to you guys and just give you a really quick update on everything. I'm going to be posting some more videos here shortly, but also I want to say thank you to everyone who's been leaving all these comments of support. It truly means a lot to me. And I just hope that with me sharing these videos with you all, it helps you all get through knowing that I'm going through the same thing as you all. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but if you have any questions or anything for me, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.